The Spinosaurus is without a doubt an iconic dinosaur in the Jurassic Park franchise, and to some is remembered for its semi-aquatic abilities in JP3. Unfortunately, in Jurassic World Evolution, we never saw anything of the sort. However, in Jurassic World Evolution 2, that could be about to change. In today's Jurassic World Evolution 2 video, I look into the possibility of swimming and some dinos who could possess this trait. Also, be sure to stay tuned to the end as I have some special announcements for you lot. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the video. In JP3 we got to see the Spinos swim, and it was probably the coolest sequence in the film. I was hoping to see it in JWE, but that didn't happen, and while I can't confirm or deny the possibility of it being in the sequel, there is some evidence to suggest it could be. Of course, this is just a theory, so I'm not destined to be right. On the official JWE2 website, when you go onto the database and select the Baryonyx, it says, the large theropod Baryonyx can grow up to 10 meters in length and is notable for its crocodile-like jaws. Baryonyx is primarily a piscivore. Although it lives on land, it can grab fish out of rivers with its long claws and swim in shallow waters to catch prey with its long serrated teeth. It is also believed that Baryonyx is a scavenger, feeding on smaller carcasses of smaller dinosaurs on land. Quite a few interesting quotes there, the most notable being that Baryonyx can supposedly swim in shallow waters. As far as we're aware, there's no sort of water depth controls, like in other Frontier projects, but in Planet Zoo they did add a DLC primarily based around swimming. What's stopping them from doing that in Jurassic World Evolution 2? Frontier could easily create new animations, as well as dinosaurs. And credit to Evolution Square for bringing this to my attention, but Tropionaphus fossils were first discovered in the Romualdou Formation. I've probably butchered that, but oh well. That's unironically the same place Irritator was first discovered. Irritator being another semi-aquatic dinosaur. If we did get a DLC, I reckon it would initially add these depth controls as well as animations. And who knows, maybe if we're lucky we get the Cretaceous cruise. As well as those things, it could also mean we can make flowing rivers, which could also open the windows for fish that piscivores could grab out of the river and eat, as described in the database, similar to the fish feeders in lagoons. Some semi-aquatic dinosaurs I'd want to see are the Hauscaroraptor, Ichthyovenator, Sarcosuchus and a Deinonychus. If Frontier see JWE2 as a, let's say, conclusion to their take on park builders, they're going to need to be doing DLCs every few months. I touched on this in a few of my other videos, but I just can't stress how important it is that Frontier keep us posted with what's happening, because that was inevitably one of the biggest flaws with the first game. I could tell you 10 DLCs they could do over the course of 5 years. They don't all need to be separate campaigns. The majority of this video is about a DLC. There's over 700 species of dinosaurs alone, so what's actually going to stop Frontier? Anyways, going back to the dinosaurs I want to see, I chose those four specifically as they're not, you know, dinosaurs everyone's aware of. The Hauscaroraptor is pretty much a prehistoric swan that predominantly lived in rivers, if you didn't know. In this case, it would probably play the role of a compy. It wouldn't pose much of a threat if it escaped, and yeah, it's just a fairly unique dinosaur. I also thought, what if your lagoon broke and your Spinosaurus decided to go for a swim? It would probably result in death, but you can't say it wouldn't be cool. It's instinct for a species used to being in water to, well, go into water, and it would be really funny to see the different killing animations. I can only hope for something of the sorts, but this does raise the question, can dinosaurs have any interaction with our marine reptiles? If you look here, it's almost as if there's a piscivore feeder in a lagoon. This doesn't make much sense to me, as why would you need a piscivore feeder for aquatics? Maybe it's to purposely lure something into the water, but I'm not going to get ahead of myself. Water depth controls would work similarly to Planet Zoo, but you have to make your rivers, lakes, whatever, a certain length and width for your dinosaurs to swim in. Same goes for the Cretaceous cruise. That would be awesome. You're just sitting in a boat when a Spinosaurus comes from behind. I'd also like to see a paleo-accurate Spino in addition to the original. I mean, you look at that and it doesn't look semi-aquatic, although I might just be sensitive to realism. On a whole, the idea of swimming just makes sense in my head. It would give more unique animations for hunting and when our reptiles are in the water. We'd have so many new species to play with, and it would open so many opportunities for parks. Let me know some semi-aquatics you want to see down in the comments, and please consider subscribing as we have only 24 subscribers to go until my goal of 500. I'm also looking for Discord and YouTube moderators, so join the Discord and message me why I should recruit you, and who knows, maybe you can join my staff. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I do hope to see you all next time.